Summer is right around the corner, and maybe you're looking to get your child involved in an activity that helps empower them through physical movement, develop a healthy mindset, and support the local community. At Shania's Dance Studio, you'll find just that. Here to discuss is the founder, Shania Hart. Shania, thanks so much for joining us.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Of course, I would love to learn a little bit more about Shania's Dance Studio.
Yeah.
So for our viewers who have never heard of it, tell me where you're based and exactly what you are.
Yeah, so as you shared, I'm the owner and director of dance. Shania's Dance Studio, we're located in Oakland. At our location, we offer classes to the youth of the Bay Area, pop-up classes for adults, and a mixture of activities where kids can come out and kids can just be kids.
I love that. And
Yeah.
when did you first get the idea to start Shania's Dance Studio?
Yeah, so actually, I started dancing at the young age of 5. My father, he was in music. My mother was a dancer. And so for me growing up, born and raised San Francisco, but dancing in so many companies throughout the Bay Area, doing the Juneteenth, the Art and Soul Festival, all these different activities. I also had the opportunity to travel some and dance professionally. But I said to myself, I want to provide something for our community here and have it where if you don't want to have this structured, like heavy hitting, we're dancing, we're in competition, but you want somewhere for your kid to pop in and have fun and do a dance class, that's what inspired me to do that. So we have that drop-in flexibility for parents to pay as you go. But for me, I said, I need to give back to my community and provide this safe place for kids to come and be kids.
And that's so wonderful
Yeah.
too. That really makes you unique in the way that you're approaching
Thank
this.
you.
And I'd like to now touch on the studio. Tell me about the space and what it entails.
Oh, I love our space. So we're a very unique boutique style. We have real solid brick walls. We're in a gated community with a nice courtyard area. And what I love about that most is it's not just about dance. It's so much bigger than dance. Some kids come in and it's a hobby for them, and that's totally fine. But they have the opportunity. We've done paint and dance. We've done so many different activities where the kids just come and they can venture off and say, hey, well, I'm into nutrition, I'm into fashion. And with these extra activities that we provide, they're doing all of that in our beautiful space, indoors and outdoors, right in Oakland.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, some of the
Yeah.
activities that you guys do participate in over there. Well, let's first touch on the classes. What are the classes you offer? And then maybe from there we'll head into some of the other activities.
Yeah, so our classes right now, we have hip hop classes that start at the early age of 2 years old, and they're in different brackets.
Wow,
Two.
that's
We have the
amazing.
2-year-old babies getting down in there. It's
love
so
it.
amazing. So we have 2 to 5 plus,
Yes.
and then we have that group that's under 13, and then the teenage class. And I love that because it allows me to teach to different styles of music, get intricate with some of the choreography. And then for the little toddlers, we call it kinder hoppers. So they're able to go in there and just have fun. So in addition to that, one of my favorite classes, we have a praise dance class that happens on Saturday. It's called Saturday Morning Praise, and we go in there and we give glory to God.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about the praise class that happens on Saturdays. How do
Yeah.
people sign up and get involved in something like
Yeah,
that?
so for all of our classes, you actually can look at our Instagram page, our website at shaniasdancestudio.com or just Shania's Dance Studio. And then you pick the class that fits your child's age group, and then boom, you get an email from me after you book, and you're in.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Now let's circle back to some
Oh,
of
yeah.
the other classes.
Yes.
You mentioned the paint and some of the other activities when kids come to you and they're like, well, I like to do this. Can you tell me about these other activities that are hosted in your studio?
Yeah, so an activity that I really enjoyed doing at the beginning of the year, I wanted to dive in a bit deeper with a lot of these dancers. So I said, I usually do vision board parties with my girlfriends and we hang out, but I said, this year I want to do something different. I want to do a vision board party for the kids.
That's
So
smart.
I went out, I got the boards, all of the supplies, and I was able to dive in to see what are other things they're interested in, whether it's the sports, fashion, maybe writing a book. And then that way I was able to implement other activities for the kids to do in the studio. So we do goal writing and just so much other things. Right now I even have dancers who are off playing basketball and then they're going to circle back. Some are in track, some do swimming, but they always have the home at Shania Shania's Dance Studio because they're not locked into a contract. They're not locked into a commitment, but they're popping in for dance classes. And like the dancers you'll
Yeah.
see today, they'll have the opportunity to perform if they want. So if their parents say, wow, well, we're going to take 3 classes this week and we'll do the next show coming up, we offer that to them. So it's really cool.
Well, that's incredibly inspiring. I can
Yeah.
see it on your
I
face that you're
love them
so
so much.
passionate about this.
Yes.
What kind of a reaction have you received from the young kids that come through and doing the vision boards and kind of just learning them a little bit better?
Yeah, it's truly been so rewarding just hearing the feedback from the parents and the children. They love coming because they come and they can be their true authentic self. They're not forced to fit into an identity or look or the pressure of being competing in a competition or with a company that does have those great things that they do. So the feedback has just been amazing. They love coming, and I've been there since 2019. And so I have my daughter, Aaliyah. She's a dancer as well, and she's my everything. So since day one, she's been opening and closing with me. She's taught a TikTok class,
That's
all those TikTok
amazing.
lovers. She's 14, but she's my rock. She comes in and out, and she's helping mommy, so she's my partner in crime.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
we're actually going to see her in just a little bit today.
Yes,
so you
yes,
guys
yes.
will be able to see Aaliyah. Now, also, I love that. I think, first of
Yeah.
all, thank you for what you're doing for the community. That's absolutely amazing. I can
you.
tell that you're so passionate about
Yes.
it. And when people want to maybe rent the space, if they don't want to come and do classes, they can also take advantage of your space as well, right?
Absolutely. So I do offer monthly rentals. You tell me what your event or your class is, and you're able to book.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So for you, what is the most rewarding part about just going headfirst into this in Shania's Dance Studio and being able to invest in these kids?
Yeah, I would say it's the connection that I have with each and every one of them. You know, when their parents call and say, hey, my child is doing so great in school, they have their friends outside of school and their connection and their family. For me, that's so rewarding that they have that safe place to come to. And I just want to continue to be the difference for them. Dance is fun, but like I said before, it's bigger than dance. I want them to know that they have the world, they can do anything that they imagine and want to do. So I want to keep pushing that and enforcing that and pouring into these beautiful kids.
And if people are interested, because I'm sure there's so many people at home listening to this and want to get involved, how do they come to you and get some of their kids in the classes?
Yeah, so it's easy. You can find us on our Instagram at Shania's Dance Studio. You can also find us on our website at shaniasdancestudio.com. And reach out. Send me a DM, email us, contact us, and I'll be there to respond. I'm looking forward to connecting with everyone.
I love that. You can see her passion, everybody, and you really want your kids to learn from her. I promise you that. So,
Yes.
Shania, you are just wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us here on
Yeah,
Live in the
my
Bay.
pleasure. Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. To learn more, just head to info@shaniasdancestudio.com, and we'll also have links on our website at liveinthebay.tv.